version.
Such a cool song.
What is it, Richard? What is it?
That is Because the Night. Because the Night.
Belongs to your lover.
Okay. Written by Bruce Springsteen.
Really? Mm-hmm. Not a big boss fan.
Recorded by Patti Smith, but probably more famously recorded by your favorites, 10,000 Maniacs.
Yeah. There's too many Maniacs. Well, you only need one.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great Measures.
Today we're going to do an Animals as Leaders song.
Oh, okay.
Song is called, I've seen it pronounced two different ways. Cafo or Cafo, C-A-F-O. It's an acronym for, do you know what Cafo stands for? C-A-F-O.
Killers are for others.
Killers with a C?
Oh, it's a C. Cafo.
Yeah, C-A-F-O.
I wasn't listening to it.
No, obviously not. You were somewhere else.
No, what?
Concentrated animal feeding operation.
I have no idea about that.
It's just industrial agriculture crap. It's kind of in my opinion, the song is instrumental, first of all, so.
Aren't they all?
Yeah.
Like these guys?
Yeah, that I know of. I think they may have some featured vocals on some of their songs, but I think it was kind of a genius move to, like, if industrial agriculture is a problem to you, it would be cool to name a song after it and not tell anybody why, and then people go look up the acronym. You know what I mean?
Sure.
This is from their debut album, self-titled album. And that's all I'm going to get. I'm going to let you watch the video. The videos kind of adds a little context to it.
What's the acronym again?
C-A-F-O.
Yeah, but the...
Concentrated Animal Feeding Operation.
Concentrated Animal Feeding Operation.
Mm-hmm. Just sounds disgusting, right?
Yeah, but it also sounds like what we are. They're concentrating on us as animals and to feed us through
Fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Fair enough. Ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready when you are.
Animals as Leaders. Cafo, however you want to pronounce it. C-A-F-O. Proceed, Judson.
Here I go. What do you think of it?
I really like. It's been that whole album. I mean, it's been in my regular rotation for years now. It's a really good one.
I like the first riff that he ends with as well. But he does it distorted at the end.
Yeah.
And then I like the drumming in this song.
Yeah. That's I think his name is Vinny. Yeah, Vinny Vin. I guess that's how you pronounce his last name.
But then I really like the softer section in the middle.
Yeah. Jazzy almost.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can tell that guy is influenced by jazz a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Fusion jazz or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I wish I knew more about how to play those types of guitars. I've never played one.
The 8-string?
I've never played one.
I haven't either.
Not to say that if I did, I could even do it.
Right.
But
yeah,
I can play 6. I can play 6 strings.
Yeah.
I can play other stringed instruments, but I can't play. I don't know that I would be able to just sit down with it and, I don't know, I'd have to take some time. But I guess I like sort of how the song, he'd pick a range of notes that he would play, even when he was doing the tapping thing there. I guess it was at the beginning. He did that for a while. It's sort of like a particular thing kind of sort of going on, like a mode going on for a little while. Mm-hmm. And then they, and they kind of come in around it.
Yeah.
And just build something around it. The guitar solo is quick and, it's weird to say that the song has a guitar solo.
Right. Yeah.
The whole thing is sort of a guitar solo.
Sure.
But yeah, there were interesting rhythmic parts in this. Different time signatures all over the place. But it was a slam. The last song we listened to wasn't slamming like this.
No, it was a lot more proggy. I mean, even, I think proggy's probably the best word.
This one's cool. What was I watching?
What do you mean?
What were the images that I was looking at? It looked like they were insects or larvae.
Yeah, I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know how you. I'm sure that's however you want to interpret it. I guess.
It sounded like it was something was growing and multiplying, sort of. To me.
The song itself. You mean?
Yeah, it sounded like it was. The soundscape was sort of like something developing, something growing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But not in a good way.
Yeah.
Like this is a virus or something. But I still don't understand what it's trying to get across with the name of it. Contaminated animals feeding organically. What is it again?
Concentrated animal feeding operation. I think it's just a genius move to name it that. Because people go look it up, and it sheds light on.
Well, it could just have to do with that, or it could have to do with that's what the song is. They're just giving a concentrated sound thing for you to chew, for you to eat with your ears, and we're the animals.
Could be. The production, the mixing, engineering, and mastering, and then there was some of the drum programming, and then I think he actually was playing the bass in this video. I think. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen that video. There's a guy named Misha Mansour. He is in a band called Periphery. I need to show you some Periphery. They're similar to this, but with a singer. Not quite as. I mean, some of their stuff gets a little out there, but not quite as prog heavy. But he's a beast on the guitar as well.
This kind of music you tend to be able to sort of listen to as a whole. You can just hear it can be just like its own sound that's going on. You can almost listen to it in the background in a sense. But then once you start intently listening to it, there's so much to pick on and pick through, from the different time signatures to, if it's the riff that's beginning and everything's building around the riff, or if they're all sort of playing off of each other, or you know what I mean? There's a wealth of stuff, but then it also, because of how it's put together, when those fast things are going on, a lot of times you can listen to it, and if you're just sort of a passive listener, you can take it for granted in the sense where if you hear the same over and over and over, you're like, that's not doing anything. Try it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sit down and try it.
Yeah.
And then do it in time.
Yeah.
And then do it when there's a different time signature going around you. You're playing at this one side time signature, and then the drummer is playing over here, and then you're meeting up down the road.
Yeah.
Try it. So, but it lends itself to that, to where you could sort of just, it could be hotel, maybe not that one, but this type of music very technical, interesting music could be hotel music played in the background that you just sort of walk in on, but then you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of, the music offers you, it's two things. But it also has to do with it being instrumental.
I really like that it closes with the same section that it opened with. I don't know.
It gives it identity.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the best way to put it.
But that riff, that opening and closing riff, it just sounds like the science TV show that used to come on with that weird little thing at the beginning. I think we may have said this before.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know, it may have been about this band. But, as if there's energy sort of, or something, some kind of molecular dance going on.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me. So you think they're just naming the song just to name it something?
That's what I
else?
think. I don't know that. That's just...
I mean, obviously I'm going to listen to see what are the sounds of the words that he's talking about, or that they're putting out there. And the joke may be on us, may have nothing to do with anything at all.
Not.
But watching the video, there's some kind of insect growing, or there's some kind of larva, something happening, slimy.
Yeah.
Slimy brown, looked like it had big eyes at one point, or her nose. I mean, I could be making all that up. I'm seeing some kind of Rorschach thing in it. But it's their fault.
Yeah.
They did it.
We blame them for it.
They did it, and they got music in my, they're putting that music in your head, that crazy, crazy music. Serious skill, man. Somebody's a genius.
Yeah. I think the other feeling that this song and this album gives me is like, there are very few people on planet Earth that can not only come up with that, but be able, I can make all kinds of sounds in my head and say this would sound cool as a song, but actually taking it and letting it bleed out of my fingers onto a guitar fretboard and come out.
And show it to somebody else and say, all right, what do you think? Maybe you should do this here. Well, I hear this. That's the whole thing, right? Yeah, I mean, I got a good friend of mine I used to play in a band with me, Mark Hike. Good dude, bass player himself. He really likes this band a lot.
Okay.
He may have said something to me about it in the past, I don't know. But yeah, he's a big fan of this band. Does you guys still play live? That's another thing. And then playing this song live. Going in the studio and doing it, and wow, I screwed up. Hold on. Sitting up there and doing it live must feel great to pull something off that's difficult.
It's got to be a satisfying feeling.
Yeah, but then from song to song, each song is sort of a high jump, or you know what I mean, a pole vault. Yeah, we got to do it. He looks really comfortable though. One of the biggest lessons I heard the bass player Victor Wooten talk about was being comfortable. If you're straining, You know, and I found myself doing that, and even breathing funny, and I have to make myself, well, chill out, just be comfortable and play. And that dude's so smooth. Victor Wooten sits up there and just does the craziest stuff on a bass, just standing there smiling at you. And these guys are really comfortable. I'd like to sit down with an 8-string guitar and see all the things I can't do.
The possibilities are endless.
They are.
The
impossibilities
are endless. Anything else?
I don't have much else, man. What do y'all got? Nothing? No? You good? Okay. Very good.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We are Great Measures.
Thanks for showing me this.
You're very welcome. My name is Richard. This is Judson. That was Cafo, CAFO by Animals as Leaders.
Great Measures.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.